Hey, Sooner football fans. It's Sooner Football Fans Podcast, and we're at Louis tonight. It's Thursday night. Boomer Rub.
Boomer Cherry.
We're at Louis, where we are every Thursday night.
Except for when they're closed, and then we're at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
And they're doing this.
And they're redoing the floor. But if you come to Louis on Campus Corner, it's an amazing place. So, what do we got going on this weekend, Rob?
This weekend we have Sooner Fan Feast right here at Louis, 7 p.m. on Saturday night.
Until?
I guess till you get tired and go home.
Or we have to drag Dan Donnelly out on a stretcher.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure Dan's going to be... He doesn't come to Oklahoma very often. I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty much, yeah.
All right.
And Lori may be, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people here. So come on out and enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. Meet a lot of Sooner fans. A lot of Sooner Twitter people.
Yep.
And Terry and I are going to set up and be recording. We're going to ask a bunch of fun questions that you can get in on.
Yep.
I'll be recording.
Yeah, the lovely Teresa will be recording.
I stand corrected. I said corrected.
Set or stand?
I'm sitting.
Oh.
So, sitting.
But the first thing you need to do right now is subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Follow us on Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter. Facebook. Like us on Facebook.
Yep.
All that fun stuff. But subscribe to the page right now.
And just so you know, we're watching OU Texas Tech right now from last year. So
and Oklahoma's still winning.
Yeah, we're still going to win, by the way. But we are not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
But we do have eligibility left. And the other thing, because of our good buddy Derek Baumgartner, Sooner Baum on Twitter, this is what, Rob?
It's the best podcast in the...
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know.
It's the best damn podcast on the prairie. That's our new tagline.
Okay.
Hashtag it, the best damn podcast on the prairie. Thank you, Sooner Baum, for giving us the idea and saying...
Hey, we also won a J.D. Power and Associates Award. Sorry.
That's a fancy trophy, too, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I've never actually seen it.
But anyway, we're doing our Big 12 preview, rankings. Countdown, whatever. Number 12/10 was?
Kansas.
Number 9.
Kansas State.
Number 8.
Oklahoma State.
Number 7.
Texas Tech.
Number 6
was
West Virginia, which was last week's podcast, which we kind of got off track, and I'll admit, last week at Louis, I might have had a little bit too much to drink.
You think?
And didn't get the opportunity to edit the video last week, and we went out of town. We had our buddy Holzhammer on here. We talked about West Virginia, but it was really about the horns down flag rule. But anyway, it was West Virginia is number 6, so we're at number 5. Rob?
At number 5, can I get a drum roll, please? We have Baylor, the Baylor Bears, at number 5.
And you know what? The Baylor Bears scare me.
Yeah. They're pretty solid.
They're pretty solid. The more I read on them this week, because it was our number 5 pick, is taking my glasses off because I don't need them unless I'm reading. They have everybody returning on offense
from a pretty good offense last year.
Yeah.
Not great, but the quarterback was pretty good, and the receivers, there's where they're strong.
Yeah.
Chris Mims, and I can't remember all their names now, but they've got a receiving core that's pretty good.
And they're all there last year.
Yep.
And they're all back this year.
And they're tall.
Yeah.
I mean the receivers, that is.
Yeah.
The receivers are really tall.
Quarterback, receiving crew is back. So that's going to cause some problems for some Big 12 defenses.
Would you guys play some defense? Oh my gosh.
No. Just so you know, right now, like we said, Oklahoma is up. No, we're down now against the Red Raiders.
Get ready to be 24-14.
to 14.
Yeah, who remembers this from last year? Yes.
Yeah. So we're watching, ESPN has the oh my God.
How could they rank this number 10 from last year? I don't understand.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
In case you're wondering, Oklahoma missed 17 tackles on that
per play, or 17 per play, or
so. Anyway, we may get a little off track because the Red Raider Sooner game is playing on ESPN, so we're getting frustrated. But back on track, Baylor, they got a new, their new coach. Somebody is calling me. He's been there. This is his third year. Matt Rule. I like the dude, man.
I think he can coach. I really do.
Yeah. Last year they were 7-6, 4-5 in the Big 12. They probably should have. They could have been. They could have had a 9-win season last year, and one of those 9 wins could have been against Oklahoma.
It could have been because it was like 80-81 or something in that game. I don't know.
But
embarrassing, I'll tell you that.
The offense last year wasn't what it was when Baylor was in their heyday, but Baylor is getting better and better every week on offense. They got Charlie Brewer returning as quarterback.
Pretty good quarterback.
Their running game is really good. Jalen Hurd, not Hurts.
One of the receivers.
One of the receivers who was a running back at West Virginia. And everybody is coming back on their offense.
Yeah.
Which, for the Sooners, when we put it into the Sooner aspect, that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. Because last year they put how many points on us?
A bunch.
A bunch.
And we are one of the worst defenses in the country last year.
One of them was the worst defense in the nation last year.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
But as much as I hate Baylor, okay, I really do not like Baylor. You know why I don't like
absolutely know why.
Well, other than what happened at Baylor.
Okay, then no. Tell me. Then if it's not that, tell me why.
My thing with Baylor is they became good.
They got good quick.
Nobody is debating that. They went from the bottom of the Big 12 to the top of the Big 12
by cheating. I'm sorry. Please finish. Please finish.
But
cheaters.
Their fans, the players, they acted like they'd been there forever.
Oh yeah. You can't act like a blue blood unless you earn that.
They acted like you know what? Even a horse's butt smells good every other Thursday.
Does it though?
I don't know. I never had it, but that's what I've been told.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the under on that. Just
but,
FYI.
The thing is like everybody has better seasons than what they had before, and that's what Baylor did. Art Briles did an illegal job. I would say good job, but illegal job because, you know what, let's face it, I'm going to throw it out there. Nobody should be sending their daughters to Baylor. Okay.
Well, back then, I mean, it's probably fine now.
Back then.
Here's the thing, though. Art Briles was a good coach.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Sending your daughter to Baylor was like sending your 9-year-old to football camp at Penn State.
Oh.
Am I lying, Rob?
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. But Art Briles knew football. He was a good football coach. The problem was, I think, with Briles was he didn't know how to handle a monster. You know what I mean?
Well,
he came from the high school ranks in Texas, and it was a slap on the hand, kids. Don't do that anymore, regardless of what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you get into college football, NCAA, and you got kids who were committing crimes, and he wasn't taking care of it.
Well, I mean, you got to have your morals intact. You got to have some integrity. These things cannot happen. You can't do that and think that it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you cover it up. So I don't want to get into that.
Yeah. There was a lot of problems with Baylor. But
that's why Baylor should have been number 14 on our top 10 list.
But they got a new coach. He's been there 3 years. Rule, I like him. When I watch his press conferences, he's a solid guy. I think he is doing a really good job. They won one game 2 years ago. They won 7 games last year. They may be higher.
No, yeah, he turned it around. He definitely can coach, and they have some talent. They may have the best. I mean, not in front of ours, but they may have one of the best receiving corps in the nation.
Yeah,
not just in the Big 12, in the nation. They are that good.
But here's where the Big 12 is getting sticky. Okay, because we're in the top 5. Everybody knows, the 6, 7, 8, 9. You got Baylor. Going to be good.
Going to be pretty good.
TCU.
Going to be pretty
Gary
good.
Patterson effect.
Well,
that's a thing. They're going to be better this year.
It's the best defense in the Big 12.
Yeah.
TCU, best defense in the Big 12.
Statistically, all the way across the board.
Yeah.
Every year, they're the best defense.
Yeah, and now Iowa State's going to push them this year in some of those categories.
You got the diaper boys down in Texas who whine about everything.
They're going to play defense too, though.
Yep. And then you got the Sooners. So the top 5 in the Big 12 is really interesting. Mm-hmm. We've got, Baylor at number 5 right now, but you know what? It would not surprise me if they were 3 or 2.
Yeah, it wouldn't me either. It really just depends on how the Longhorns play offensively, because we know they're going to be pretty good defensively, and we really think that they're going to be good offensively. But honestly, they could move up 2 or down 2 spots from where we got them ranked, and that would push Baylor or Iowa State or somebody up
there.
So
be aware of the Baylor Bears.
They're pretty good.
Yeah,
they're good and solid.
With their stadium, is it on the Pasos River?
Yes.
Yeah. So. And they
I think we should go down there one day.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
They let all their freshmen run out on the field. It would be, awesome would be if you set a tripwire out there and go.
Hey, you know what we forgot to bring up?
What did we forget to bring up, Rob?
You guys can listen to part of our podcast on Netflix original series QB1 coming out next month.
Yes,
so
sir.
Be sure and catch that. Now we'll update you as soon as we know what episode Spencer Rattler is. But they followed Spencer, and part of our podcast back when he was in high school cover him, and that part of our podcast is going to be on QB1 that appears on Netflix. So be sure and check that out.
Yeah, it'll probably be towards the end, the latter part of the series, because when they contacted us, it was when Spencer got suspended.
Yep.
And it's going to be interesting, and I love QB1. It's kind of interesting. It's good, but it's not as good as Last Chance U.
Oh, you like Last Chance U? How deep are you into it now?
I'm still 1.5. Teresa's like 6. Oh, she finished it today. Yeah. But that's what I like about Netflix is they really got some cool stuff out there. QB1. If you don't know what QB1 is, they follow some of the top players in high school, their recruiting process, their senior year, all the camps they go to. Spencer got into a little bit of trouble last year. Everybody knows it. It was a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
It was a violation of school policy. And that's kind of what the Netflix folks told us was they liked what we said, in one of our podcasts about that situation. And they're going to have it during one of the final episodes towards the end of the year. So make sure and check it out.
I'm looking forward to it myself.
Because you know what, we're kind of a big deal.
We're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I think there are only 14 tickets left to the UCLA tailgate.
Nope. There's 14. There's 12 tickets left.
12 tickets left to the UCLA tailgate. So you might, if you're thinking about going, you might want to go ahead and secure those now.
Yeah.
www.tailgateconnect.com and find the UCLA game.
Yeah. Because we have a fan that listens to the podcast. I'd have to look it up on Facebook, but he was checking to see if his 14-year-old son could come to it. Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
It is family friendly, but there is alcohol served.
Right.
And when you go,
and lots of brisket.
Tri-tips.
Tri-tips. I'm sorry. Tri-tips.
But if you have a kid that wants to go, it's half price for the kid. There's no alcohol for them. But guess what?
I mean, it's against the law, so.
Here's the big thing is, though, Rob, is this fan, the Sooner fan, is from Las Vegas and is going out, listens to our podcast, found out about it on our podcast, and we're looking forward to meeting you, man.
That's right.
So and I think he had a total of 50 spots. So.
Oh, originally you mean?
Yeah,
50 original spots.
50 originally spots. So.
And we're down to 12. So if you're planning on going, you might want to go ahead and grab those up.
Yep. Because we will be there signing autographs, taking pictures.
Probably not signing any autographs.
Yeah.
Hey, but there'll be some LAPD. In fact, some of the LA SWAT team's going to be there.
The SWAT team will be
I'm
there.
excited for that.
And our plan is,
it may be.
you know, if we can get it worked out, is that me and Rob will go in free because we're going to have the SWAT team in front of us.
So if they're carrying a machine gun, I'm just saying, and I'm right in behind them, they're not asking you for tickets.
They're not going to look for a ticket. We're going to be like, where were them? Where were them?
Although I've already bought 4 tickets. So
To the game?
Oh no, not to the game.
To the game. I'm talking about to the game.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak into that. I mean, we're gonna get into that game.
Yeah, we're gonna have the LA SWAT team escort us into that game.
Right, and maybe out. Just joking.
But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Boomer up.
Boomer Terry.